Hey guys, Coach Liz here. I'm excited to talk to you today because yesterday I celebrated my birthday. And whenever I have a birthday or several times a year, I really like to stop and think about what I have accomplished in the past year. And especially this year, it feels like the year kind of passed by without accomplishing a lot of great things. And that's okay. You know what? Sometimes that happens. Kind of stayed the same, but I also sat down and set a goal of what I wanted to do in the next year. And actually set a list of goals, kind of some bucket list items and some things that would really bring me joy and that I wanted to see happen. And so today I want to talk to you about setting goals, setting SMART goals. SMART goals are really important because let me break it down to you. SMART is an acronym and the S stands for specific. Our goals need to be clear and focused. They need to be specific on what you want. Not just, I want to get healthy, or I want to make more money, or I want to not stress as much, but specifically, what does that look like? Be clear and specific so that you're truly motivated to achieve it. The second, the M stands for measurable. All right, you have to be able to measure that goal. If you were to put a picture of your goal on your vision board, you have to be able to take it down and put it in your success binder so that you can show that you succeeded, that you accomplished that. So what would that specifically look like if you were going to set that goal? For example, if you have a goal that you want to exercise more, having a measurable goal might be that I'm going to walk for 20 minutes at least 3 days a week. That's very measurable, right? Also, it needs to be achievable. That's what the A stands for, achievable. You don't want to have a goal that is too big or too hard. And so just know that it needs to be kind of broken down into baby steps. So achievable, if you are not exercising right now and you have a goal that you want to run a marathon tomorrow, like that's kind of a hard thing to do. It needs to be something that's smaller. Maybe you start with, I want to run a 5K, right? So something that's smaller in those bite-sized baby step pieces. All right, the next thing is the R. It needs to be realistic, right? You can say that it just needs to be realistic as far as like that you can imagine doing it, right? You can't say, I'll never miss a workout, or I'll never eat sugar again, or I'll never, like it has to be realistic. And so break it down into realistic things. So it might be that, for example, with the exercise, that you're going to start with 3 days a week, or you're going to start with 10 minutes a day. And then you'll build up from there. So once you achieve that and you can celebrate that, then you can step it up to the next level. So make sure that your goal is realistic, right? Also, the T stands for time-based. So every goal should have a target date, kind of a deadline. So if it's a weight loss goal, maybe it's, I'm going to lose 10 pounds in the next month. With my program, that's very realistic, right? So it needs to be time-based, or it might be, I'm going to run a 5K by Thanksgiving because there's a turkey trot on Thanksgiving that I'm going to sign up for. Or, you know, so it can be a specific goal. I'm going to save $1,000 in the next 2 months. So having a time that you are working towards so that it's not a never-ending goal. So let me run through those again. SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. All right, and you want to make sure that you can visualize this happening. So this would actually be your why of getting healthy, your why of working on your finances, your why of strengthening a relationship, really something that's bringing you joy. So I have a challenge for you. I want you to grab a pen and paper, just like I did. Make a list of a few goals. Let's start with 3 goals that you would like to see happen in the next year. Let's start small. Let's be specific, have it measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. And I would love to hear what some of your goals are. And I like to break that down into 3 areas. I always like to set a physical goal, a mental or spiritual goal, maybe a relationship that you want to strengthen. Maybe you want to take your family on a vacation to make memories, or a spiritual goal. And then also a financial goal. What would you like to see happen? I would love to talk about this and help you with some action steps on how to make this happen. So my challenge is for you to think about your goals, what you'd like to accomplish. Do it with me, right? It doesn't have to be your birthday to set some good goals to move you forward towards success. So have a good week. We'll talk to you later.